This sculpture standing side by side with the American flag to its left and the North Carolina state flag to the right is called the Great Eagle. And this community was incorporated on March 4th, 1893 as the town of Black Mountain, with its limits measuring 1 mile from this point. In 1993, the town's Centennial Commission dedicated this monument to the following first century families. And as you can see, here's a list of an array of families to which this monument was dedicated to in commemoration of its centennial in 1993. It's Black Mountain, North Carolina, in the North Carolina's Smoky Mountains. Let's get it. What's cracking, my peeps? This your boy P9, and I'm here in Black Mountain, North Carolina. Black Mountain, North Carolina is a small town that is part of the Asheville metro area. So I just left Asheville not too long ago. So Asheville is approximately 20 minutes to the west of Black Mountain. But here we are in Black Mountain, and it is sprinkling a little bit. It was raining much harder than this when I was on my way to Black Mountain, but it has settled down a lot, and here I am. So we're gonna make it do what it do. Now here we are at the old depot of Black Mountain, and I'm gonna go check it out. It has, of course, it has this railroad car right here. And this right here commemorates or it lists the nerves of steel. And this quote right here reads, "My father lived and breathed Southern railways. He would take us to the Black Mountain train depot and the Swannanoa tunnel to watch the trains go by. I remember him saying, I've walked the track through those tunnels many a day." And this is Leslie Allen Whittington. Nerves of Steel, George Winslow Whittington. And this is him right here, a picture of him. And from 1900 to 1970 was his lifespan, and a calm and courageous African-American brakesman, was a respected resident of Black Mountain, North Carolina for 42 years. Whittington devoted his life to railroading, his tenure spanning the transition from steam-powered engines to diesel. Wow, interesting. So he was around to see steam-powered engines convert to diesel-powered engines. So that's dope. So he was a railroadsman. So you know, you had African Americans back then who worked hard on the railroads. And we all know that classic song, "I've been working on the railroad." It's so cliche, but you know, that's what they did. Hustle and bustle. Across the street from the depot, passengers could grab a last-minute souvenir or soda at the local drugstore, dine at the New York Cafe, or rent a room above the Star Cafe, which advertised locks on all doors. Train travel was the primary mode of long-distance travel for most of Americans until at least the 1950s. But as the popularity of cars and the quality of roads increased, train travel decreased. Passenger service to Black Mountain ceased in 1975. Cargo trains continue to pass through daily. And I mentioned that in another video that I did previously about how, I believe it was the Cincinnati video, but how the passenger railroad travel declined because of the surge of popularity of automobiles. And this is the slaves right here. Slavery, you know, working on the railroad. Slavery by another name. In an effort to save money, the track to Black Mountain was laid by convicts leased from the state. It cost 30 cents per day to house an inmate, whereas a free laborer made about $1 a day. More than 500 convicts at a time, primarily African American, served out their sentences, often for petty crimes, chained together to work during the day. So the chain gang, packed into boxcars at night. Men did manual labor, women cooked. At least 125 convicts lost their lives to cave-ins, mudslides, illness, or escape attempts. So as you can see right here, in this image right here, this photograph, published by the International Postcard Company of New York. I wanted to give y'all credit. And yeah, this is just him right here with the hats on and the striped jumpsuits. And this postcard was entitled "Stripes But No Stars, Asheville, NC." And here's a photograph right here of these gentlemen right here standing in front of a railroad. To climb 3.5 miles, the railroad required nearly 10 miles of track, which looped back and forth across the face of the mountain through 7 tunnels. Pictured is locomotive number 2 and crew. And connecting Black Mountain to the growing network of railways across the nation proved to be a nearly impossible task, stalled by civil war, embezzlement, of course, and finally by extremely steep grade between Old Fort at the foot of the Blue Ridge Mountains and Black Mountain at the crest of Western North Carolina Railroad, established in 1855, was not ready for service into Black Mountain until 1880. So it's a lot of history with Black Mountain and railroads, but as you can see, there's comings and goings. So we're talking about horse-drawn buggies coming into the railroad station. It's the center of it all. Coming of the railroad, Black Mountain was known as Great Eagle. So it was a lot of development that took place around the railroad. And of course, separate, not equal. Black Mountain's original depot was rebuilt in 1898 and rebuilt again for the final time in 1909. So this is the Southern Railway, which is where the railroad's tracks stand today. So of course, you know, they still get a lot of freight trains coming through here, but of course, you know, passenger railroad is a thing of the past, at least for this particular station. You know, you do have the Amtraks, but those are, you know, passenger railroads, of course. And here we go. This is the old depot right here. So the train is right here, and you can just get off the train and you have convenient access. It sits right here at the corner of Sutton Avenue and Cherry Street. And you right here on Cherry Street, you get all these small shops right here. A lot of them are closed now because it is after 6 o'clock. And like I said, it is a little rainy, but you know, it's nothing I can't handle. And look at those clouds. Real heavy. So again, Black Mountain was established in 1893. So of course it was established many years after Asheville, North Carolina. But this is Cherry Street Square right over here. So they have like a little bar over there. Handcrafted ice cream shop right over here. And across there. All right. pizza and pasta restaurant over here. Brother is pretty hungry, so I wouldn't mind indulging in some pizza. They have outdoor seating, pretty cool. But I'm gonna finish this vlog first, you know. Definitely want to commit myself to finishing this vlog. You could tell this is a old classic mountain town. Looks like it's pretty chill too, you know. I mean, I know it's raining, but it looks like the vibes out here is pretty cool, you know. You out here by the mountains, I mean, you around all this nature. How can you be angry and how could you be in a bad mood? But, you know, hey, it happens. So of course, again, you have a lot of, you know, you have your coffee shop. It also serves cocktails, beer and wine. It's called The Station. It obviously has the theme of a railroad station, being that it's so close to the old depot. Again, there's a ton of like small businesses over this way. This is called CW Moose. They sell quality apparel, so they sell a bunch of souvenirs apparently as well. You have your Black Mountain sweatshirts and hoodies right over here. They're closed, but you know, they have a nice display right there. You know, this rain ain't gonna stop me from coming out here, getting these businesses some shine, you know. Oh, this is cool. We have the bear. Of course, it symbolizes the Smoky Mountains. So I like how they have the statues and sculptures that are themed around the surroundings and the area that it is in. What is the name of this shirt? This store? I think it's called Shirt Man Dude. Shirts for weird people. Oh wow, okay. Fun shirts for weird folks. Yeah, okay. So all my weird folks, come check this out. Come check out Shirt Man Dude over here in downtown Black Mountain, North Carolina. Of course, they have a Kilwins. They have a Kilwins in pretty much every like touristy town you can think of. Black Mountain, I guess, would be considered a mountain tourist town. You know, there's plenty of souvenirs right over here. As you can see, you got hats with Black Mountain on it. You got shirts, hoodies. Same store, CW Moose. They even got the rocking chairs with Black Mountain paintings on them. That's really dope. That is cool. This is by Sheila Wolam, Red House artist. This is called I See You. Has the hummingbird right there. This is by Amber Lilani Fine Art. She also has a website, www.amber-lilani.com. See if I can get a close-up on it. And this right here, I think the name on this is Libby or Lizzie H. It's right here in the bottom right hand corner. This is a nice painting of Black Mountain. You know, so yeah. Creativity at work. So this CW Mountain store has a ton of apparel and souvenirs. They also have another souvenir shop, it looks like. I think it's called Brandon's. They sell like local art and stuff like that. They got a whole bunch of nice little places over here. And there's a ton of towns like this too in the mountain, in the Smoky Mountains, that's just real picturesque and You know, has a small town vibe to it. And you can see you got that good view of those Smokies right here. There's a park over there too I'm gonna go check out. Tyson Furniture. Look, that entrance is blocked right here. Everywhere I go, there's some construction going. It's like digging and road work. But it's necessary though. I mean, you know. But now I gotta walk around just to get to the park. So yeah, that's inconvenient. But let me see if I could cut through here, right? I can cut through here, so. And check this out. These two bear cubs right here. Looks like they playing with each other. That's pretty cool. It's a nice park. Small, but of course it would be small because Black Mountain is small. You got the gazebo over there. You can sit underneath and have a little picnic or whatever. Read a book. And they also have these rocking chairs right here. There's one small rocking chair for the kid and these adult size rocking chairs right here. I would sit on them, but it's rainy, so I'm just gonna keep it moving. Of course, you're gonna have the nice flowers. And this is the town hall right here. This is Black Mountain Town Hall. So being that it's a small town, everything is going to be like all located in this area, like the Black Mountain Town Square. You got the police department right here, and you got the fire department right here. So they're all merged together. So it kind of has that Andy Griffith Mayberry kind of setup, which also took place in North Carolina, by the way. Fun fact. R.I.P. to Andy Griffith. Andy Griffith's show, one of the greatest shows, sitcoms of all time, in my opinion. One of the greatest classic ones anyway. And check this sculpture out. This is really cool right here. This looks like it looks like a family. Looks like it symbolizes a family in different colors. The yellow sculpture looks like the hair coming out. Looks like that's the mother. And this right here, the pink sculpture, it looks like the daughter. And the blue sculpture is the father. This is really nicely done. And it sits right here in front of the town hall. So that's really cool. Now this is the visitor center over here for Black Mountain, and again you can see I'm on State Street, so I guess it's the main drag through town, but you can see that view of the Smoky Mountains. So yeah, this is a really nice little small little town. I'm gonna take one little last stroll through downtown before I wrap things up. So being that the town wasn't established until 1893, there isn't any like Civil War history as it pertains to Black Mountain. That's why in this video you haven't seen any of the cannon sculptures and the Civil War sculptures, because this town has it didn't even exist in the 1860s. Town Hardware General Store. Goes to town's barber shop. It's closed. Wow, this really is a sleepy town, man. Everything closed at 6 o'clock. And it's Thursday. It's not like it's a Sunday. It's Thursday evening. Wow. I ain't knocking it though, you know. It's just these people, they don't stay up all night. They like to get their sleep. There's nothing wrong with that. That's why they call them the sleepy towns. Yo, check this out. Hey, my mom's gonna flip out when she sees this. There's a mural of Roberta Flack. Man, that's like her favorite, one of her favorite musicians of all time. Wow, I did not know she was born right here in Black Mountain, North Carolina, man. 1937. She's still living too. She was born right here. She used to do a lot of collaborations with Donny Hathaway, the late Donny Hathaway. And them collabs they would do, man, they were so soulful. But yeah, check this out. Roberta Flack is a Grammy-winning singer, songwriter, and pianist renowned for her smooth, velvety voice. Born in Black Mountain in Buncombe County on February 10, 1937, she was one of 4 children of LaRon and Irene Flack. Flack was exposed to gospel music from an early age as Mahalia Jackson sang at another church across the street from her house. Flack's musical style has been fluid, moving between jazz, folk, soul, R&B, and pop, and she has won a total of 4 Grammys, all between 1972 and 1974. So she's a very accomplished musician. Flack has tended to avoid stylistic definitions, commenting on her reputation as a jazz performer that I don't enjoy being labeled as a jazz musician. I think it's limiting. In 2007, she founded the Roberta Flack School of Music at the High Leadership Charter School in New York City. And in 2009, she was inducted into the North Carolina Music Hall of Fame. And this sculpture, by the way, is courtesy of Scott Nurkin, 2020, at the Mural Shop at NC Musician Murals. So this is really dope, like I said. Yeah, I remember the Roberta Flack. My mom had the Roberta Flack album. I think it was called, it was simply called Roberta Flack featuring Donny Hathaway, if I'm not mistaken. But it had the song Back Together Again on it. That was a cut right there. That's like probably one of my favorites. You know, that and The Closer I Get to You and Where Is the Love? You know, pretty much, you know, the Killing Me Softly was cool too. You know, that was like solo Roberta Flack, but the collab she did with Donny Hathaway, they were just absolutely classic. I had no prior knowledge that Roberta Flack was from North Carolina. Like, this is literally new to me, right? Like, for real. I'm glad I came down this way because I would have never saw that. Foothills Grange. I don't know what this is. It just looks like a series of, or they do have a pizza and ale house over here. And they have, looks like, just look like a pretty cool chill area. You could just come hang out. Like a park that has a couple of restaurants. It's called the Foothills, I think. But this is called the Foothills Grange. So I guess it's like a bar. All these restaurants making me hungry. I'm gonna have to bring this to a close pretty soon and get me some grub. Cause it's pretty much it as far as Black Mountain. I'm gonna go walk up this area over here. I'm glad so this is basically a shortcut to where I was earlier. But yeah, that's really neat. Foothills Grange. So you could just go over there and just chillax and get you some brew, get you something to eat, and just sit over there in that little area and just chill. So I'm back over here at Cherry Street, which is where I will conclude this vlog. And once again, if you guys made it this far, thank you so much for kicking it with me for this vlog. And if you like this video, please hit that like button. Help this video get more into the algorithms. And also, if you're new to the channel, hit that like and that subscribe button along with the notification button. And make sure you share the video with your friends, co-workers, and family as well. That in mind, this is your boy P9. This has been another P9 production. And peace out. Until next time, have a good one. And just enjoy the vibes. All right, then, I'm out. Peace.